welcome back to the BVTV gaming channel as we are doing yet another UFC 6 Universe Mode episode. I am super excited for today's episode because we are doing our first ever pay-per-view UFC 1, officially about to be in the books. 11 championship fights tonight, none bigger than the heavyweight title. The new heavyweight champion, Randy Couture, defends the title against Rashad Evans here tonight. But first, we kick things off in the women's flyweight division. Erin Blachfield, Viviane Araujo battle out for the title here tonight. Super excited for that. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. I'm very excited. 11 championship fights tonight, none bigger, folks, than the heavyweight title. However, to kick off the show for UFC 1, Erin Blachfield. Oh, I could have sworn I got rid of this. Oh, I guess I forgot to get rid of that. I normally don't have that up, so I'm kind of intrigued to see how this actually looks. So, folks, the champion, Erin Blachfield in the black, Viviane Araujo in the green. And Blachfield, in my opinion, shocked the world when she became the women's flyweight champion of the world, especially out of everyone in that tournament. I was absolutely not putting her to win it ever. She shocked everybody and ran through the competition. For Viviane Araujo, the key to victory is to not, in my opinion, go to the ground with Erin Blachfield. It's been the bread and butter. It's how she dog walked the competition in that Grand Prix tournament we had for the flyweight title.
Game plan executed. Well, she's trying to pass here, but prevented from doing so.
Yeah, I also will fix the two things here because I don't like how that looks on the screen. So when this fight is over, we'll fix the presentations. That drives me nuts. Hey, what's up, Liam? I just seen you. How are you, man?
Oh, well played there as she gets back to her feet.
And for those wondering what happened to my streams over the weekend, I honestly was just not feeling well at all. I was struggling to do anything, and so I just took the weekend off from streaming. I was struggling. I'm good. I've been playing UFC 5. Nice. How do you like it? Also, Kashan, I do see you out there. Thank you so much for liking live, by the way. But I am feeling much better today. We're still not at 100%, but compared to what you guys saw, I think it was on Thursday when I was trying to do the Cyber Slam stream where I was clearly struggling. I was just not feeling well. Yeah. We are back, though. I'm here for it.
Oh, tremendous footwork on display by her there.
Been alright, just started. I'm horrible. You know, I'm not the greatest at this game. Oh, what an uppercut. Goodness! Viviane Araujo rocking Erin Blachfield. Folks, reminding you guys, it is for the Women's Flyweight Championship of the World. That is how we kick off the first ever pay-per-view we're having in this series. But this is where Erin Blachfield does a great job at the ground. The ground game is her bread and butter, and this is where Araujo's got to be very careful. She's getting hammered in the face. And again, for Araujo, 30 seconds. Can she hold on and survive to go to round number 2? What an uppercut. That was a vicious uppercut. It absolutely floored Erin Blachfield, at least for the moment. Wait, let's Blachfield maybe going for this armbar. Oh, this is not good, but look at that. Araujo able to escape. And, folks, we're going on to round number 2 in our first fight of the night. Mind you, folks, 11 championship fights tonight. We crowned new champions in 10 of the 11 divisions. Controversy in the lightweight division. However, we're going to fix that because King Green, Mateusz Gamrot will settle for the vacant lightweight title here tonight. Or for those who don't know, King Green is just Bobby Green. Yes, we definitely will be getting rid of whatever this ugly bar stuff is. I don't know why it's here. I thought I got rid of it, but apparently wanted to make an appearance. Do you know what it might have been? It might have been because I actually edited the fight card before I went live, because when I seen that Kyoji Horiguchi was back in the game, I was very excited. For those who played UFC 2, if y'all ever used them, very fun guy to use. Very fun. Again, this has got to be very careful. Viviane has slipped that uppercut in twice already. The first one was definitely more impactful than the second. However, She's going for like a A very unique takedown, if I do say so. I have not seen that one before from Erin Blachfield. It didn't really do much, though.
Well, she couldn't have timed that takedown attempt any better, and as such, this fight now hits the floor.
I mean, this fight is now...
I think it was kind of hard to score round of one. I do have to say that I leaned a little bit more to Viviane. I think that 10-9 round definitely went to her, at least on the judges' scorecard for round number one. I do believe that she just... I mean, besides the knockdown with one hell of an uppercut, I thought she was the more active fighter as well.
I think if I was a fighter, I'd probably be ahead.
These are nasty elbows.
That, right? She's invested in the body, and she's done some pretty significant damage to her opponent.
Absolutely.
Again, I realized I did not go over the fight card at all. I just said we had 11 championship fights. So let me actually go over the fight card. By the way, the Women's Strawweight Championship fight will feature the champion Jedrezejczyk take on Michelle Waterson. On top of that, Josiane Nunez, the women's bantamweight champion, will take on Pannie Kianzad. The men's flyweight champion Asakura goes toe-to-toe with Kyoji Horiguchi, making his return in our series since UFC 2, which I am super excited about over the flyweight title. It wasn't Brock Lesnar in UFC 5. He was, and I think they got rid of... Also, I don't think I've seen Kimbo Slice in the game either, so I was kind of upset about that. Not to mention the men's bantamweight champion Rob Font will go toe-to-toe with Payton Talbott. The men's featherweight champion Chan Sung Jung will take on challenger Alex Cáceres. Mateusz Gamrot King Green will settle there. Well, will settle it for the vacant lightweight championship of the world. Jack Hermansson, the welterweight champion, defends against Shavkat Rokhmonov. Nick Diaz, the middleweight champion, defends against Reiner. And of course, Rampage Jackson, the light heavyweight champion. Hold on. Wow, with 4 seconds remaining in round number 2, Erin Blachfield retains the title by knockout here tonight. The ground and pound got the job done for Erin Blachfield, moving Blachfield up to 5-0. And not a great start for Viviane 0-1 already. As you know, we are taking records this time again, so I can use them. You can, yes, but I think I have to pay for Brock, though. I want to check that. Congrats to Erin Blachfield on retaining the Women's Flyweight Championship here tonight. And folks, we're going to let that title get placed on it before we go on to our next fight of the night. This was the first of 11. Congrats to her. Well earned. Well earned. And of course, as you know, we also do pick Performance of the Night Knockout, Performance of the Night Submission if there is one, and Fight of the Night bonus as well. Blachfield off to a great start, a hot start for this pay-per-view, our first one of the series. Folks, next up, the men's bantamweight division. Rob Font defends against Payton Talbott. I'm fully convinced, though, that this system, the Xbox Series, what is this, S? The small, like, white cube one, is just slow. Damn it, I forgot to change the... I forgot to fix the ugly-looking meter thing. I mean, I know that my TikTok stuff kind of gets the overlay at the top. It's, like, blocks it, but it's still... Oh, goodness Lord! One hell of a spinning roundhouse from Payton Talbott, flooring Rob Font, the champion. Alright, folks, Payton Talbott in the purple trunks. Rob Font, the champion, in the black trunks. And before the knockout happened, I was saying how the light heavyweight champion Rampage Jackson will defend his title against Dominick Reyes, and in our main event, the heavyweight champion of the world, Randy Couture, defends the heavyweight title against Rashad Evans.
It was really close. I mean, it feels like
so, very excited for what we got, but right now, Rob Font is actually getting the fight taken to him. It was one of the few shocking title wins in the tournament that we had. Between, I have to say that Chan Sung Jung and Rob Font both shocked me the most. Rob Font more than Chan Sung Jung. I mean, Rob Font went dog-walked everyone in that he faced in the bantamweight championship tournament. like rather convincingly. I don't think he even fought 5 rounds of the entire tournament in 4 fights. It was nuts. Like, Font was on fire. I have actually been enjoying UFC. UFC is definitely fun. I can't wait to get that Paramount subscription so I can start watching it more again, because when it was on ESPN, I was watching rather. Oh my goodness, Payton Talbott again. And that was like almost like a delayed kick too. It was a slow wind up, very powerful floor and Rob Font.
You know what this man is feeling right now. He's got all the skills flowing to the
She's trying to update the records here for Erin Blachfield. And so on YouTube, and I want to start doing this, is with my TikTok page, is to start clipping just like the edits from the highlights of every stream, so that if you guys miss like a fight, you can see the highlights of it, things like that. For those who don't have my YouTube channel, that way you guys don't miss anything, essentially. Goodness, nice shot. There's been no filling out process in this fight so far.
big left hand lands upstairs.
I might start watching UFC. I mean, if you can get the Paramount Plus subscription, that's what it's on, I would highly recommend that.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round.
Oh, it's hysterically enough. There goes the Paramount Plus symbol right there. Goodness. Rob Font getting dropped again. What is that, the 3rd time tonight? I believe Font's been dropped in this round. Payton Talbott's really been on fire. And as soon as I said he gets freaking wobbled here. What a freaking round one. Rob Font is looking worse for wear, though, however. We go into round number 2. Wow. Again, folks, every fight will be 5 rounds. If needed, I might just watch some videos on YouTube. Absolutely. I mean, there's definitely some good stuff on YouTube. Oh, the uppercut floored. Rob Font, hold on. Payton Talbott smells blood in the water. Can he get the knockout? He's going to get it. New bantamweight champion of the world. Payton Talbott gets the job done in round number 2. New champ. Well, 2 fights is all it took to have those uppercuts are done. No, absolutely. I mean, you can tell right here, Rob Font absolutely got floored. Congrats to him, as we've now got an update.
Official. Here's Bruce.
Rob's Font title reign did not last long at all.
Declaring the winner by TKO.
Absolute beast he is. He definitely had his best performance. Congrats to Payton Talbott, the brand new men's bantamweight champion of the world. As we move on to our next fight of the night, Rob Font's title reign did not last long, but at least he could say he was a champion for one point in time. I don't doubt that Rob Font won't be back in the title picture sometime soon. Folks, next up we go to the women's bantamweight division. Josiane Nunez, the champion. Unlucky, Rob. Absolutely very unlucky. Taking on Pannie Kianzad. I almost butchered that name. I forgot to fix the thing, didn't I? I did forget. All right, folks, Josiane Nunez in the black trunks. Pannie Kianzad in the yellow.
Beautiful leg kick.
Nunez, the champion.
Oh, nice connection by her there, and that one actually cut her open.
Now, there's a bit of a size difference here, however, don't take that for granted when it comes to Josiane Nunez.
That was a pretty big head kick a moment ago.
So actually got to update this. So keeping track of everything is a lot more fun, especially because it's easier to see the ebbs and flows of your divisions.
Yeah, both of these ladies know how much it means to not make a mistake when you're in there.
Cool. That is the updated stuff for the men's bantamweight division. Wasn't Ronda Rousey in the UFC game? Yeah, she's been in, I think, every UFC game. Well, at least for the EA series.
Kianzad's eye looks to have been cut open from one of those
champ.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now
there we
she's
go.
dealing with the cut.
Cool. Sorry that I'm not commentating on the fight. I'm just updating the records as we speak.
She lands the lead hook yet again.
I mean, she is doing such an amazing job of getting
Hope last two fights are updated.
She said that her opponent had a weakness and she would exploit
Juan,
it.
thanks for following, man. I do appreciate it. We're on the road to 2K, so I do appreciate you. And is she in 6? Yes, she is in UFC 6. That she is. Yeah, Ronda's 0-1 in our series so far. She lost in the opening round of the women's bantamweight tournament rather decisively. And I will say both of these two women are looking worse for wear. There's been absolutely no feeling out process between the two. And that was evidence once the first punch was thrown in the first like 2 seconds of the fight.
Nice jab by Pannie Kianzad.
Oh, look at that, look at that. Amanda, Josiane Nunez rocking Pannie Kianzad here. However, look at this. She's just swinging on her. We go to the ground for the first time tonight. It only took 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Goodness, these two are just looking rough. The reason I have UFC 5 is because my brother's birthday is Wednesday and he got UFC 6. He doesn't know that. Oh, nice. Happy early birthday to him.
So she needs to pass. By passing the half guard, already eliminating.
And for Kianzad, I don't think she was expecting that vicious flurry of offense from Josiane Nunez.
Either get off great ground and pound or just positional advantages in the ground.
And folks, that is the end of round number 1. We go to round number 2 for the 3rd time tonight. Goodness. Oh, wow. She just ate a front kick like it was nothing. She blocked that spinning back. I thought that thing was going to connect flush.
Missed on the right hand.
It was a nice shot. However, even though there's some discomfort there, she's kind of shaking it off though.
The wild scenario playing out here. She had her absolutely wrong.
It's been a brutal fight for both of these competitors.
Yeah, she's recovered. Her legs aren't completely back under her yet. But a few more moments and she'll be fine. That was a huge missed opportunity.
Well,
nice spinning back fist, but she didn't really put a lot of oomph on that though.
Fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought.
No, that's what happens when you leave yourself open by missing that roundhouse. That momentum kind of leaves you vulnerable.
For a very fun fight.
Again, these two kind of emptied out the gas tank relatively early in that first round. I like how the blood saves for every match. Yeah, I do like that they kind of continued to carry that over. Uh-oh. Now, goodness, look at her face. Look at Josiane Nunez's face. That cut is just pouring out. Oh, God. Goodness gracious. Definitely looking worse for wear. And Nunez is starting to not protect that face. Golly, the overhand right connected. Oh, God, the uppercut, but Nunez trying to hang on.
She's in a seated position. You're up against the fence, not good.
Get back to your feet. You cannot be here.
How much more can the champ take? Golly. Islam is my UFC champion. Oh, for the lightweight division. And again, the uppercut is goddamn. It's pretty rough. Yeah, it's absolutely rough. But I'm trying to see here how bad the cut is.
So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is stopped.
I mean, it's in a bad spot, but it doesn't look to be absolutely terrible. I do think that Nunez can continue. I mean, her eye isn't closing shut, thankfully, just yet, but if she does not start protecting her face, that cut's going to get a lot worse.
Back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah, that's good. Yeah, he's a pretty solid fighter. Not the biggest fan of Islam, but I do respect his game.
right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
I think for Josiane, you're just trying to hang on to round number 3 at this point because you've taken a beating. This round definitely goes to Pannie Kianzad. And folks, for the first time tonight, we enter the 3rd round. Here we go.
She's on the side of the road.
Round number 2 was all Pannie Kianzad. I think that was very much so decisive. I mean, an easy 10-9 round for her. Oh, God! The spinning back fist to kick off round number 3. 2 seconds into it, Pannie Kianzad knocks out Josiane Nunez. We have a brand new women's bantamweight champion here tonight. Boom! Goodness. My word. I mean, goodness, Lord. One more time. Just boom! Josiane Nunez didn't know what hit her. I mean, she floored it. Wow. Right to the eye. Exactly, right to the injured eye at that. Absolutely brutal. What a brutal spinning back fist. Folks, we have a new women's bantamweight champion, which I honestly did not have Pannie Kianzad winning this fight. So to see her actually do it, much respect to her. Congrats to Pannie Kianzad, the brand new women's bantamweight champion, as we go on to our next fight of the night. 3 championship fights so far, 2 new champions already. That's why I love kind of having that first pay-per-view right after the championship tournaments that we do, because you really just never know what's going to happen. Anomaly, thanks so much for following. I do appreciate it. We're on the road to 2K follows, so every follow does help me out tremendously, man. Thank you. We do wrestling about 4 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week. We do UFC once or twice a week, and sometimes soccer. But folks, up next, it is for the featherweight championship of the world. The champion, Chan Sung Jung, takes on the challenger, Alex Cáceres. Cáceres in the red, Chan Sung Jung in the black. Good, oh my God. Chan Sung Jung is just mauling Alex Cáceres. Are we getting a stoppage here early? Goodness Lord. Khabib is my favorite fighter. I'm not a fan of Khabib at all. Please, Jung. That was brutal. I mean, I thought the fight was over. The way this fight just started, I thought Chan Sung Jung was gonna get the quickest knockout of the night. I mean, he just mauled Alex Cáceres for a good 30 seconds. And somehow Cáceres is still hanging in there, but right now, look at this. I mean, like a freaking, like a shark sensing blood in the water. This man is just all over Alex Cáceres. Goodness. So I'm also updating the women's bantamweight. This changed things. Eventually, we are gonna release with the rankings once every fighter kind of has enough. If you're not a fan of Islam or Khabib, who are you a fan of? It depends. I think it goes by eras for me too. Like in the heavyweight division, I've always been a Derek Lewis fan. You know, it's funny. Like now that I think about the heavyweights, were actually my least favorite division. I was always more so like, because when I started watching UFC, guys like Adesanya, guys like Kamaru Usman were just starting to come up, because that was kind of my introduction. But I do remember when I was a kid, the first fight I watched was Chuck Liddell versus Forrest Griffin, which was a wild fight. Don't know why my parents would let me watch that when I was younger. Don't know what they were thinking. But that was my introduction to the UFC. But then getting back into it when I was a teenager, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. At the time, middleweight-wise, I always liked Jared Cannonier. I was a big fan of Jared. Kelvin Gastelum was my guy for a little bit. Light heavyweight for me will always be Alex Gustafsson, just because dude was solid. I'll be honest, for the bantamweights at the time, it was Cody Garbrandt, just because that was one of the few bantamweights that I actually thought was remotely interesting. Again, that was when the Ultimate Fighter thing with Conor was going on with T.J. Dillashaw. I never really paid attention to the featherweights. I liked Max Holloway. I remember watching Max Holloway actually take the title off of Jose Aldo. Goodness God, Chan Sung Jung is just destroying Alex Cáceres. The lightweight division to me was never interesting. I know it's like crazy to say. I think the only person, because I know at that time Donald Cerrone wasn't a lightweight; he was a welterweight. Yeah, I think the lightweight just kind of skipped. And then the featherweight, Demetrius Johnson will always be my guy because I don't think there's a better flyweight fighter ever. Like, the things that Demetrius Johnson could do was video game style. Like, it wasn't. It was not. It shouldn't be possible what Demetrius Johnson could literally do to people. Like the mid-air catching armbar that he pulled. Like, there's just Demetrius Johnson was a human cheat code, literally. Oh my God! Chan Sung Jung put Alex Cáceres in a coffin tonight. Goodness God. I mean, one more time, this was nuts. The human body should not be collapsing like this. I think he hit him with the knee. Oh no, he got him with the golly, got him with the foot upside the head. Goodness Lord. Just boom! And the impact on the way down wasn't much better. Also, Drucify, I didn't see your follow. Thank you there, man. I do appreciate it. We're on the road to 2K follows, so I do appreciate the support. Yeah, that kick was absolutely gnarly for no reason. Goodness. I mean, listen, Chan Sung Jung did not come to play. I mean, there's no other way to look at it. 4 title fights, 2 new champions, and 2 title defenses so far. And here I thought Alex Cáceres had a great shot at actually winning this thing, and Alex Cáceres got his head kicked off. Goodness, if that doesn't... The ref looks like... Oh, that's Herb Dean. Oh, no. Not Booker T getting a shout out. Jesus. Yeah, I was not expecting Chan Sung Jung just to wow on him like that. That was nuts. But hey, Alex Cáceres can say he survived arguably the worst part of that fight, which was round number 1. Because Chan Sung Jung, the moment they said fight, he'd boom. Fair. That is fair. That's fair. Folks, next up, it is the men's flyweight division. The champion in the black, Kai Asakura, taking on, making his return to the series since UFC 2, the challenger, Kyoji Horiguchi in the red. Horiguchi, a former 2-time flyweight champion back in our season 1, which was covering UFC 2 to UFC 5. So, very much so looking forward to this fight. Kai Asakura really just dominated the flyweight tournament with ease. Will he actually continue that momentum here tonight? And this is your featured preliminary bout as well, our undercard bout. Yeah, I will say that actually the lighter weight classes have been on fire so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't overextend yourself.
So I'm also making sure I update everything.
For your opponent to take advantage of you, make sure you make them make the mistake, and once you do, make them pay.
Perfect. We're up to date on everything. Love it.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean.
So I think the cool thing is that this is like the first like official pay-per-view for this month. So in September we'll have another one, but we'll have a bunch of fight nights. And if I do go back to doing two fight cards a week, I'll have to balance it out somehow. So I don't want any overlapping fights.
No, it sucks. It sucks to get
But I'll figure that out. I try, like, if I do 2, because the idea is that at least every weight class gets a fighter on each show. That's how you build up the rankings and things like that. And so far, a bit of a decent feeling out process. No one's trying to take any real risk right now. They're playing it relatively safe. Don't blame them. I can't believe I'm speaking UFC. No, I believe it. I believe it.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now
Well, Asakura wanted to go for that spinning back fist. Kyoji Horiguchi said absolutely not. Not going to happen. Oh, kicked him right in the arse. I wonder if my TikTok actually censors that. So I do know later tonight I am actually going to be streaming Marvel Rivals tonight because there is a campaign that I see TikTok doing where they're encouraging people to actually stream Marvel Rivals because of the new season. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Why am I not doing this? You know, Islam, I can't pronounce. Makhachev. Makayev? It's either Makayev or Makhachev. I'm pretty sure it's Makhachev. However, Asakura surviving that flare of offense from Kyoji Horiguchi. That's a nasty cut too on the top of the skull. Oh my goodness, what an uppercut! Rocking Kyoji Horiguchi before the round is over. As we go into round number 2. So far, no first round finishes to this point. Wow, how did the cut get worse? I feel like the cut was not that bad when the round was over. Am I the only one that's... That cut on the top of Asakura's skull seems like it literally got like 10 times worse over the break between round 1 and 2. And speaking about cuts, look at the nasty cut above the right eye there on Kyoji Horiguchi. Look at this, Kyoji rocking Asakura. Asakura gets hit right in the jaw and is able to kind of hang on. Not exactly this fight here was one of the featured.
Both fighters invoking damage on the other DC.
Yes, we knew this would be very.
So who made a return? So the return to the game was Kyoji Horiguchi because he hasn't been in the game since UFC 2. And back in UFC 2 in Season 1, Kyoji Horiguchi was an absolute beast. I think it was the only person who really challenged Demetrius Johnson, who also held the flyweight title for a good amount of time. That man right there made Demetrius Johnson work to keep that title whenever they fought. Now, granted, that was, what, 2017 in our series when I was first starting to make YouTube videos. So, it's been a while. But to see that man return, absolutely shocking. Can Kyoji Horiguchi reclaim the throne that he had almost 10 years ago? Miguel, thanks for liking the live. I see you, man. Thank you. And to those also liking the live, I do appreciate you. I saw UFC 3 and 2 in the store. My goodness, I remember that. That was what a time that was to be alive for that game. Oh God! Kyoji Horiguchi, call him the Sandman. The way he just put Asakura to sleep, folks. The brand new flyweight champion of the world. The king has returned to the throne. Kyoji Horiguchi, the new flyweight champion. Oh my gosh, Asakura is looking worse for wear. Goodness.
Here's Bruce.
I would have picked them up if they were $15 each. Yeah, that sounds about right. I do have to say for sure. Kyoji Horiguchi returns to the game, returns to the UFC, and wins the flyweight championship here tonight. Storybook and poetic justice for Kyoji Horiguchi here at UFC 1. The story writes itself. Well, look at that. A returning competitor and won the title. That's impressive. And there was a decade almost, almost a decade. Because if this game in a year's time on my channel, it would be a decade to the next year. So 9 years, which is crazy to think about. But folks, we go on to the main card, and we kick things off with one of the most controversial championship tournaments in all the years that I've had. The lightweight tournament for this game was the absolute most controversial because of the horrendous scoring that allowed Khabib to go on, and then a controversial judge's stoppage, a doctor stoppage that allowed him to go on to the final. It was absolutely nuts. The bottom line is I wound up stripping Khabib Nurmagomedov of that title because it was just so controversial that there's no way I could even justify giving him that title. So many people got screwed over because of that horrendous judge's decision, which in my opinion, I do believe that Mateusz Gamrot should have won that fight, and it wasn't even close. And even the statistics statistics showed that that man won that fight. And then the stoppage with Justin Gaethje was awful, and this poor guy, King Green, also wound up getting screwed over, so I literally just wound up stripping Khabib of the title, null and voiding the title win, which was the only fight tonight that didn't have a champion coming into it. So one of these two will be the crowned first ever lightweight champion in season 2. Question. What's that question, Liam? Other folks, challenger Mateusz Gamrot in the blue. Other challenger Bobby Green, aka King Green, in the white. One of these two will walk out of here, the lightweight champion of the world. Who's it going to be?
Yeah, no one thought that he could grapple with this guy. That's exactly
so I am updating the records and rankings.
Hey, there are no advantages. I am as well prepared as anyone to fight anywhere in this fight.
So on WWE, Bret Hart is on SmackDown. I'm not sure if I should add Jim as well. You could. There's Bobby Green pummeling Mateusz Gamrot early. I mean, that's up to you. I've always liked the Hart Foundation as a collection.
So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there.
But again, I find it funny how I think to the true theme of WCW with the faction power war, we get created one in our series. Again, Bobby Green maybe trying to wear down Mateusz Gamrot early.
Now, DC, if you're the dominant fighter, what are you trying to do?
I mean, you're trying to control those hips and step over to his side. That butterfly guard.
Well, Green is continuously trying to stay in control. He's doing a great job of that here so far in round number 1. I feel this is one of the first fights to actually go to the ground for more than like 5 seconds.
Green's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Bit of a change of pace, I feel.
That left eye starting to close up. Oh, he's got the full mount.
Do you think that Bobby Green, King Green, and Mateusz Gamrot want to play this one as strategically as possible? Both of these fighters very lethal in 2 different areas.
Tries to work his way back to his feet. Oh, tremendous urgency out of him there. He reversed his position, and now he might be in the dominant spot.
Well, from looks like we're going, folks, to round number 2. Now, this is a fight I could see going 4 or 5 rounds. Absolutely. Somehow Herb Dean just teleported. But folks, round number 2, once again, here we go. So far, we have not had a stoppage in the first round at all. If that will continue in the later fights. It's a nice head kick over Mateusz, a very defensively tactical fighter. At least history has shown that, but he just got rocked by King Green.
Green's now switching his stance. Well, perhaps not fighter meeting.
Oh, the sleek and slippery uppercut from Bobby Green to Mateusz Gamrot, but hold on. Green looking for the armbar, can't get it. Now look who slips into side control. It's Mateusz Gamrot avoiding any more disaster, at least for now.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps
these are body shots. Now in this north-south position is Mateusz Gamrot on top.
You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
I said, folks, King Green comes into this fight 3-0. Mateusz Gamrot 1-0.
Keep advancing the position.
Gamrot's back into full guard.
However, whoever wins this, the controversy will be gone, and we can move forward into a better and brighter lightweight division moving to the future. So definitely a wildly different change of pace, and I'm not necessarily surprised by this either. And for Mateusz, I think this is the way to really win. If you can wear down Bobby Green on the ground, you have a much greater chance of really surviving and taking the title. This is going for this. He was going for the choke, but just couldn't do anything with it. But now it's Bobby Green well, he was in North-South. And we're back to stand-up. Here we go. And that's the thing. You can tell Bob Green was looking for a mistake to be made, but Mateusz Gamrot learning from that mistake earlier that led to him almost getting, almost seeing the lights, literally.
right, full guard now, DC.
It's for the guy on top.
What is he doing?
He needs to build posture or just go to the next position. Start
Again, if you're Mateusz, you want to try to get back to it. There you go.
Will lead to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you need to be anticipating. You need to.
But again, he's just trying to hammer down Bobby Green. Something he has been able to do so far, folks. 15 seconds remain in round number 2.
Ground and pound strike there now.
I think he's trying to go for this arm bar, but can he get it? He does. Nice hammer fist. But folks, that is going to be it as we go to round number 3 for the second time tonight.
Just as the horn sounded, safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the
You ready?
they go. 60
Fight.
seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round.
Oh God! One hell of an overhand right flooring Gamrot her, folks. This is now the longest fight of the show so far.
Those will add up quickly, right? Even if you have the strongest.
Right, folks. The first third round fight ended in 2 seconds.
Too many of those shots in and around your organs.
Saying how do the game plans look, and so far, for some reason, Bobby Green's corner has not told him to try to avoid these takedowns. Or maybe that's what Green's corner wants. The crowd literally chanting for King Green. And for Bobby Green, I think this is the best and closest he's ever gotten to really a title, making it to the finals of that lightweight tournament. But also, getting a second chance here tonight.
Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position.
Now he's got his back.
But yeah, Gamrot kind of turned around, but yet not really. That's the thing.
Oh, he's in the mouth.
And the pendulum swing of momentum continues in this fight for the lightweight title. Trying to go for this arm triangle. If Gamrot can flatten out, this is going to be very deadly for Bobby Green. Well, this maybe trying to go rain down this ground and pound. I kind of think that Gamrot may have just tired himself out somehow.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one.
Wow, and Green actually getting it back to stand up a vertical base.
That compromising position.
And Gamrot's got to be very careful. The last time he got a bit aggressive, he met an uppercut that sent him almost all the way to heaven. Nice stuff takedown. Maybe Green's finally kind of catching the pattern of takedowns here. Oh, he went for an overhand right. Bobby Green caught him with a quick jab, and that one floored him temporarily. This got the single leg takedown, but not really going to be able to do much with it as Green gets right back up.
Finished, and now he's recovered.
Yeah, he's starting to recover. He needed to get that finish.
Oh, God, he two-pieced him. And Gamrot, though, getting back to his feet after eating a nasty two-piece. He's got to be very careful here. Uh-oh, look at that great takedown, stopping Green's momentum. Mateusz dragging Bobby Green right back to the floor.
Beautiful pass.
Gamrot's back in full guard.
Massive shot from the top.
It's wild how in season 1, Mateusz Gamrot was the villain for like 2 different games. Like everyone did not want to see that man win anything.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there, right?
But folks, for the first time tonight, we're going on to the championship rounds, round number 4. And what a fight it's been between these two.
We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. Man, is he evading effectively. He has become increasingly hard to hit.
And notice, John, he is setting up counters.
However, Gamrot knows all about championship rounds, and this is where Gamrot's going to excel.
Massive knee to the body land.
Oh, God! King Green knocks out Mateusz Gamrot in round number 4. We have crowned our first ever lightweight champion here tonight. The two-piece combo, he hit him hard the first time, followed up with a second one in his face, then bounced off his knee on the way down. Goodness. King Green, the brand new lightweight champion, the first ever lightweight champion in season 2. Gotta love it.
All right, to make this
Congrats to King Green on making history here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest
At 42 seconds of round number 4, declaring the winner by knockout.
There we go.
And still the undisputed.
He's not still. He's the brand new one, Dean. Not Dean. Congrats to King Green, Bobby Green, the brand new and first ever lightweight champion of the world. Let's move on to the next fight of the night. The vacant division has finally crowned its champion. And it happened in the 4th round. Well, folks, as the gravy train keeps on moving to the middleweight division, let's get it. Shockingly to me, somehow, Nick Diaz was able to become the middleweight champion of the world. Which I did not see coming. The champion, by the way, folks, in the black trunks. He takes on Reiner de Ruyter, in the red, and one hell of a shot rocking de Ruyter.
I mean, he walked right into that one, John. Huge test.
Goodness, that's a heck of a way to start the tournament. Not the tournament, the fight. Folks, it is for the middleweight championship of the world. Nick Diaz, Reiner de Ruyter. Or Ritter, whichever one.
Yeah, the opponent's tough,
Got him.
but his power has been on display very
We got that. That's been updated. Middleweight.
Well, it's not a Michael Venom Page like blitz, but sometimes you can.
Goodness, he rocked him there.
You to sleep.
Yeah, what I love about Nick Diaz is his eyes, man. He's always in that great boxing stand, watching his opponent, making sure that if they make a mistake.
All right, perfect. Good. Well, look at this. Nick Diaz already rocking de Ruyter again.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Did he just slap him?
All right, early round 1 action here. The game plan, of course, was to come out aggressively, but
did anyone else see? Did he slap him?
He hasn't landed anything. He's gonna empty his gas tank trying to finish the fight, but it's not working.
All right, so a nice early sequence.
So de Ruyter already in a rough spot. Nick Diaz, though, hammering it again away at the face.
Between him and his outstanding striking opponent.
Well, he knew that he needed to be close. He knew that staying at range was very dangerous for him.
Nice front kick. I thought that was doing a little bit more damage than what he did, but I guess not. However, de Ruyter's not really protecting his face. He's kind of a nice spinning back fist, though. This de Ruyter now trying to mount some offense here.
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round 1.
Again, that pendulum continues to swing and turn. Yes, Nick Diaz is bad. Is bad about that. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Dave. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I'm pretty sure he just tried to slap this man. I was like, that is mighty disrespectful. In the middle of a championship fight, if someone ever tried to slap me in the middle of a fight, I'm gonna be even more pissed off that you tried to slap me in the middle of a fight. Like, that's crazy to me. That is absolutely like the utmost mighty disrespectful. Beyond me. I still can't believe we have not had a first round finish at all in this show.
Bale's on the submission now.
He's got to be careful here.
Well, de Ruyter's looking absolutely worse for it. My goodness. By the way, folks, up next we will be going on to the women's strawweight division after this.
Final seconds of round 1.
Jonna Jedrezejczyk and Michelle Waterson take that show, so I'm really excited for that. Or take that fight up next. Well, at the end of round 1, it was clear to me that Nick Diaz definitely won that round 10-9 with ease. However, if I'm Reiner de Ruyter, you definitely have to, I think, kind of be more aggressive. I know it's a kind of comedic thing to say, but it's just, he's got to match the aggression of Nick Diaz. And that's where you're going to beat this man who wants to slap you in the face several times.
Gotta wonder aloud if his opponent even trained. He's gassing. He's exhausted.
Careful for that takedown. Doesn't really do much with it. It's a good single takedown. He's in side control now. However, if you can try to get into mount, he's in half guard now, going back to side control. Well, he tried the Tito Ortiz method. Maybe. Hold on. This is effective. Oh, why'd he stop? Well, de Ruyter is in north-south now. He's going back to side control.
offensive options for the bottom.
Now it's a full mount.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away.
He continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
I think the Reiner's questioning what he really wanted to do. I feel like the Reiner may be in his head a little bit. I think he's really not making any quick time decisions.
Well defensively on the ground here.
Great job securing the back position. Great job.
The Reiner's clocking the back of the head here of Nick Diaz. Diaz realizing he was in trouble.
Neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Gonna go back to side control, but no, back into half guard.
They're showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing. Great job finding his shots from the top
What
position.
in the world? Why did my TV just do that?
Ground and pound strike lands. All right, into full guard here, DC. I know you don't like hanging out here.
Well, again, as they're battling in guard, the Reiner really hasn't done much with the control time he's had.
Does not look the way it did when he walked out here tonight. It looks like he's been cut.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start
I'm not sure if even being on the ground has been really effective for Reiner. I mean, I think he's kind of tiring out Nick Diaz. I mean, that's the only thing that I can really... Yeah, exactly. He's not really hitting him at all. He's just kind of moving around with them, and it's not really effective. He's going for this arm triangle here. If he can flatten out, Nick Diaz could be in some serious trouble. I think that was a tap. I guess not to her, but it looked like to me he tapped really on his shoulder. I thought that was maybe he didn't, but definitely looked like he tapped for a moment. But even with all this control time, Reiner really hasn't done much. Like there isn't really much to say because they've just been moving around, and you can't fault Nick Diaz. Diaz is trying to get out of a bad situation, so
10 minutes in the books.
he hadn't. He really hadn't done any. Exactly. I don't really know. I mean, if you scored in favor of Reiner that round, I guess it's going to be purely off of control time, but even that, it didn't really look like he had control. Because when he did nothing with it. So that's I mean, defensively, I kind of give some points here to Nick Diaz, because while, yeah, he was down and not in control, he was still active enough defensively to get out of dodge on things. So that's a very rough round to score. I would not want to be a judge for that round.
Nice job with his fight awareness there to raise the guard.
That was another slap. We need a slap counter, like 1,
Just misses there with the left.
2.
Oh, another body shot gets through.
That was very awkward. I feel like he tried to slap his abdominal.
If you're the opponent also, you know that you're making that investment into the body, even though you may not be able to.
This has been a very strange fight, even for me. I'm like, what is happening?
Man, and we'd be remiss if we did not.
Now he's rocking the crap. That right in that small exchange, that was more than he did in those 20 seconds than he did in the whole round of round number 2.
High amplitude elbow here, it's blocked.
And it's wild to think that Diaz had such a great first round. Nick will take a couple licks, get to hit him one time. I mean, probably that's what he's going to have to do is kind of walk through things, but he's got to, I mean, the first round, Nick Diaz was looking like he was really on top of his game, and then in round number 2, that kind of changed. And here we are to start round number 3. It looks like that Reiner finally kind of found his groove. Oh, wow. He hooked the heck out of him. But again, he doesn't follow up, and that's been the biggest issue for Reiner. He's not necessarily following up on anything he's doing. I don't know if it's like a mental block, maybe he's like guessing himself, or what the case is, but it's the lack of urgency that is keeping Nick Diaz in this fight, and that's my honest take on it. Oh, there you go, rocking him right in the jaw. Again, no sense of urgency, allowing Nick Diaz to recover.
Under a minute now to go on the round.
Nice single leg takedown.
Late in the round here, DC, that could be pretty useful when it comes to the scorecards potentially.
Setting up a submission.
Wow, Diaz just pulled out an armbar like it was nothing. Goodness, oh, but listen, Reiner able to hang on, folks. 30 seconds of round number 3. Will we go on to round number 4?
Defense wins this transition.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you can attack guillotine.
Okay, well, Reiner, again, it's like when he's on the ground, he's got all this time on the ground. He does absolutely diddly with it. I just don't understand, like, what is the point of going through if you're going to do nothing with it? Folks, we go into round number 4 for the second time tonight. Wow, and Diaz rocking Reiner early.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
He slapped him again. Goodness, oh, that one rocking Diaz. And a nice head kick, but Diaz hanging in there.
Back and forth we go. Big right hand.
This dude is hurt, and he's still firing back.
Got both these guys trying to keep space for Diaz. He's taking a decent couple shots to the face. Goodness. Trying for the takedown, gets the single leg takedown. Right now in full mount, or he was now in half guard. Aduhan, thanks so much for liking the live. Appreciate you.
No, this is a bad position. You do not want to get mounted by this man.
Wide half guard. We'll see what he can do with this position.
But again, it's the tail at this point. We've said it for 2 rounds now. Is he just does nothing with being in control and on top of Diaz. He's letting him back up. Okay, maybe there's a different approach here that Reiner wants to take. They stopped moving. I'm confusing what they're trying to do. So I gotta believe both these guys are gassed. They've been through one hell of a battle to this point. Oh, goodness, he sent him to the next lifetime. What an uppercut. Reiner to Reiner, one of the strangest championship fights we'll probably have of the night, is the brand new middleweight champion here tonight. Congrats to him, becoming the middleweight champion of the world. Uppercut again, absolutely, Liam. Goodness that he rocked, and you know what it is? He rocked him on the way down. Goodness. So far tonight, no 5th round needed. Golly. The great thing, he was falling on the way down. D's nuts. Thanks so much for following. We are on the road to 2K, so every follow is greatly appreciated. Thank you, man. Liam, 2 months in the fan club, man. Thank you. And 500 comments is wild. Congrats to Reiner, folks, on becoming the new middleweight champion. What was that? 3 new champions, I believe, here tonight? No, 4, right? 4 new champions. Wow. Wow. But folks, up next, the women's strawweight division. Jonna Jedrezejczyk, Michelle Waterson. That's coming up next. And honestly, what a card we've had, and what a couple fights that we've had. I love how the last 2 fights were both in the 4th round, and the Reiner Diaz fight was the longest fight we've had so far. Somehow the shortest was Cáceres, not Cáceres, it was Fonten and Talbott, surprisingly.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
But folks, here we go, folks. It's the women's strawweight division championship. Jonna Jedrezejczyk in the black uniform, Michelle Waterson with the white shirt. Jedrezejczyk was crowned herself as the women's strawweight champion. Michelle Waterson back in season 1, an absolute beast. Definitely, you could never really count her out. A fighter and a fighting spirit at that. We may have another new champion on the horizon. Oh wow, what a nice freaking spinning roundhouse kick, rocking Jonna Jedrezejczyk. So I actually have to do updating the record and stuff for the last fight.
Early on here, we nearly got to the post-game meal early.
Try how some people who thought we were going to have a decent run with the title just absolutely have like crashed and burned.
It seems to know exactly how to get to it. How does she avoid getting hit with another clean shot like that?
So I'm just updating everything. So if you hear me clicking away on this keyboard, I do apologize. Oh, user 150. Thanks so much for sharing the live, man. I do appreciate it. We're on the road to 1K and 2K follow.
You have so many opportunities.
You get the point. Thank you. I can't speak English. Apparently. Goodness. Michelle Waterson absolutely rocking Jonna Jedrezejczyk. Goodness gracious.
I'm surprised she's even still standing. And she's getting hit by Jonna.
God, I mean, I know you guys have to hear the impact of these shots. Absolutely brutal. It's all the way down to the women's strawweights. Haha.
That opened up a cut above the eye here.
And so what I'm going to start doing too is I do know later today I'll probably have the rerun on YouTube for the ECW CyberSlam pay-per-view we did for those who didn't get to see it. So stay tuned for that.
Man, she's hurt her.
And what a fight these two. Again, this is what I expected from these two. A knock-em, sock-em, drag-out brawl is what we're... Oh, goodness Lord! A first-round knockout for the first time tonight! A first-round knockout here! Freaking Michelle Waterson pulverizes Jonna Jedrezejczyk to become the brand new women's strawweight champion of the world. Goodness, folks. The uppercut... My God, how did... What? How did she... Oh! I thought she went for a Ric Flair, like, uppercut to the yams, but no, she slid that uppercut in, and Jonna, who was already spun around and dazed and confused, that was the night-night shot for her. Congrats to Michelle Waterson, folks. We have a brand new women's strawweight champion. I told you, folks, never... count out Michelle Waterson. She just proved to you why. Goodness. What a win for Michelle Waterson, the brand new women's strawweight champion. And I get my first round finish I was looking for. Look at that. What a 5 new champions already. So beyond wild. My goodness. Well, folks, next up, we head to the light heavyweight division. The champion, Rampage Jackson, defends against the challenger, Dominick Reyes, here tonight.
Ready.
Rampage in the black trunks, Dominick Reyes in the yellow. Goodness. Dominick Reyes already flooring Rampage Jackson in the early goings of this one.
All right, so his power has certainly been heard from early. Appears as though maybe the opponent has recovered a little bit.
Yeah, but he put him on notice, John.
Gotta be very careful here, as I am going to continue to update the rankings. Wow. Dominick Reyes aggressively attacking Rampage Jackson in the early goings. Cool, we are all updated for the fights. Goodness, oh, down goes Reyes temporarily.
I mean, these guys are letting it fly. What a pace that they're fighting at.
What a pace that they're fighting. I mean, are we surprised? It's light heavyweight division. Do we think something else was going to happen?
A lot of head movement out of Rampage Jackson as he tries to get inside.
Hands up, very grounded forward pressure.
There we go,
from
perfect.
Rampage.
Up to snuff.
Effective strike from the clinch there by Reyes. And again,
Well, again,
with that cut around his eye, gotta be careful.
He's got a short
But these fighters really do have to be careful, because I mean, these guys are going to go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I mean, both guys have insane knockout power. Obviously, Rampage, we already know his knockout power. I truly don't expect this fight to be long. I'd say at most 3 rounds. At the shortest 2. Goodness, for Dominick Reyes rocking and dropping Rampage Jackson, but Jackson gets back on his feet. I think, oh my goodness, how is he still standing or moving? Goodness Lord. That second punch I thought was going to send him to the next lifetime.
Tremendous back and forth action.
I mean, he is just mauling Dominick Reyes. I don't know how the human jaw can take this much punishment. There's guillotine, though, that Dominick's trying to pull out.
He seems to have it, but he's got to really get his hips up into his opponent and make sure his opponent doesn't roll off to the side. Oh, there it is.
But he can't get the guillotine yet to fully go in. Now Rampage in side control, and Rampage is just pounding away at the side of the face here of Dominick Reyes. Can Reyes hang on for another 15 more seconds to go into round number 2?
Seconds of round 1. Working from the top here, pretty good ground and pound here by Rampage.
And we are, all right. Round number 2, here we go. Alrighty. You ready? Fight. Oh, well, down goes Reyes for the moment, but he's trying to recover. Rampage determined to not lose that light heavyweight championship here tonight.
Nice feint with a right punch there by Reyes.
Excuse me. Oh, that's it. If he can't defend himself, it's over. If he cannot defend himself, the referee's, yep, he's out. He is out. Rampage Jackson knocks out Dominick Reyes in round number 2 to retain the light heavyweight championship of the world here tonight. Goodness. Dominick Reyes, he tried. That is what we can say. He tried.
Official. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 45 seconds of round number 2.
Goodness me. These guys are just going all out.
And still the undisputed UFC
Congrats to Rampage Jackson on winning here tonight. I feel like we've had several new champions by now. I think we've only had, what, 3? Or how many champions have retained? I feel like that's a genuine question. We've got to look at this real quick, because I don't think many of them have retained. I think we've had so many new champs that it's just been... I think we've had 6 new champions. Because we've gone through, what, 9 fights so far? Well, only 3 champions have retained. King Green and Gamrot crowned a vacant title. That's why that's there. But yeah, only 3 champions have retained. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 champions have lost their titles tonight. Goodness. Yeah, 3. Yes, Liam, absolutely. You were right on 3. A wild night of action, for sure. And folks, this is for the welterweight championship of the world. The champion, Jack Hermansson, takes on Shavkat Rokhmonov. Rokhmonov in the blue trunks, the champion, Jack Hermansson, in the black trunks. Golly, what a head kick that almost... Oh, what? Whoa, what is happening? Shavkat Rokhmonov floored the champ in under 40 seconds. He stuffed the single leg takedown. Goodness. And folks, after, I think there will be a new champion. Probably, maybe. Wow. Shavkat is just not playing around with Jack Hermansson. A great counter into, well, Jack Hermansson tried to go for a takedown, so he got caught right into a guillotine. But Hermansson being able to escape into half guard. And folks, up next will be the main event. It'll be for the heavyweight championship of the world, when the heavyweight champion Randy Couture defends the title against Rashad Evans in the main event of our first ever UFC pay-per-view, UFC 1. And what a show UFC 1 has been to this point. Absolutely been non-stop wildness action here tonight.
Good solid strike on the ground.
Oh, my neighbor is cooking, and it smells absolutely amazing. I was like, I just like took a small whiff, and I was like, wait a minute. That smells phenomenal. What are they cooking over there?
What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Again, from that piston fire start to this round, it finally kind of calmed and settled.
He's posturing up now.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot
Oh,
of
nice
big
elbow.
shots. Oh, just a merciless
And Jack Hermansson's been able to relatively just kind of hang in there too.
target that cut.
Work, come on.
Again, as Shavkat remains in control,
1 minute to go in the round.
Hermansson's got to keep his head active and trying to bob and weave these shots. He's in a precarious position.
Look at the posture.
Golly, Jack Hermansson has survived a rough start to this round, but he has been able to kind of weather the storm at this point, which is good for him. Oh, but that's a wonderful head kick again. These head kicks from Shavkat Rokhmonov, absolutely lethal, and definitely a 10-9 round for Shavkat, but you could even argue 10-8 in his favor as we go on to round number 2 in this welterweight championship fight.
Really bad. They might even call in the doctor here. I can assure you, if this cut gets in,
That was a nice body shot.
that rip to the body. Nice counter.
It honestly looked like it goes right to the kidney too. Great stuff, takedown.
Rokhmonov gets back up.
Oh, goodness. A sneaky uppercut that knocks out Jack Hermansson in round number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have yet a brand new welterweight champion of the world. He dodged the kick and Hermansson ate the uppercut dead on the jaw, and that would put him to sleep. To sleep. Goodness.
All right, to make this
6
fight
new
official.
champions in this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb
Holy mackerel.
At 45 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed
Congrats to Shavkat Rokhmonov on becoming the new welterweight champion, folks. And that means it's time for the main event. The heavyweight championship of the world headlines the first ever UFC pay-per-view in season 2. Randy Couture, Rashad Evans, that's coming your way. It's up next. The 11th fight of the show headlines with the heavyweights. Here we go.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway.
Alrighty, folks, in the black and white trunks, it is the champion, Randy Couture. In the black and green trunks, it is the challenger, Rashad Evans. Folks, it's for the heavyweight championship of the world. Your main event for the UFC 1 pay-per-view starts now. And on that note, let me actually update the last fight. Oh, nice body shots here from Evans, really taking the fight to Randy Couture. 6 new champions already here tonight. Will this one be a 7th?
Take him down. The problem is, partner falls in the butterfly guard and he works his back up against the octagon side, which will in turn give him chances to get back up.
Nice transition into full guard here. We'll see what he
This
chooses to do.
Rashad Evans going to really pound away. But however, if I have to be honest here, this is a bad idea. Going to the ground with Randy Couture is never a smart thing. This is where Randy excels. If I'm Rashad Evans, you have to keep this fight on the stand-up at all costs. You have to. Nice arm triangle right, just choking out Rashad. Uh-oh. See, it looked like he tapped. That's the second time I thought somebody tapped. It looks like he literally tapped his shoulder. However, it's not going to happen. Rashad trying to hang on for dear life. All right.
Nice transition. Evans getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, big reversal here.
That was actually huge from Rashad, but what can he do with it, though?
Didn't let his opponent establish anything early. So let's see what happens now.
Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the cut man's actually getting excited.
Rashad's got to give him some. He's got to really try to do something, but he just, I don't know if he can't. Randy's very lethal on the ground, and if I'm Rashad, you had your best start to this fight when you were on the stand-up. It's just such a risk with Randy Couture and trying to go to the ground with him.
You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for.
Uh-oh. That's what I'm talking about. Randy Couture moved with them. It wasn't like, oh, he literally rolled and moved with them and stayed in on top of him. Uh-oh.
There are ground fights, John, and then there are fun ground fights. This is a fun.
Golly, he's ripped him right in the face. I mean, you heard the crunch of that was fist on bone. He's trying to go for another arm triangle. This is not good. Uh-oh. What is he doing? Uh-oh, we're not where we want to be. Rashad hanging on to round number 2. We go in this heavyweight championship fight. If I'm Rashad's corner, I'm absolutely 100% telling him stay on the ground. I mean, to stay on the stand-up. You cannot go to the ground with him. Watch for those takedowns. Avoid them at all costs. If you want to be heavyweight champion of the world, you've got to avoid going to the ground with this man at all costs. Especially after we've seen the success that Rashad was having on the stand-up in that first round. It only makes sense to stay on the stand-up. And it's not to say that Rashad's ground game is not good. It is. It's just this guy is just so good. That is his bread and butter. Why would you try to give someone an advantage? It makes no sense to me.
Very active in the clinch here and lands a beautiful shot to the head.
Looks like he's jumping guillotine.
Yeah, that was just the bad. I'm not sure what Rashad was thinking. This guillotine's been locked in.
You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in.
He is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Well, as Rashad did escape, what can he do with this side control position?
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now. But he's got to start to protect it.
Oh, the Tito Ortiz method being applied.
And another strike.
Couture not really protecting himself.
Evans is back to the side control now.
Oh, he was going to go for that.
He's trying to get to a half
That was good.
At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Well, I don't think his corner is going to step in here, but maybe the referee will take a close look. I mean, that eye is disgusting.
His eye is done.
Again, I just don't agree with the decision to keep going to the ground with Randy Couture. I don't understand it. I truly don't.
To his defense, so he's continuing down this path. The doctor's going to take a look. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Evans is back in full now.
Okay.
This is a terrible position. Oh, he's busted up.
That was a nice elbow, but Couture did block a lot of that, though. There you go. Round out those punches, man.
Posture's up now. Oh,
well, I didn't mean go.
Huge punch to the head there. Few strikes being mixed in here. Evans' eye looks to be cut open from one of those strikes.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry
But again,
about
you know,
too much
here's the
now.
thing, is that we've been on the ground for the majority of this fight.
As we go forward.
And while actually Rashad's had some good time under control on the ground, but it's not as effective. I think he's putting a lot more effort into trying to keep this top position than he would be if he was just on the stand-up. Couture, thank you so much for liking the live, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
And the horn sounds on round 2.
But folks, we're going to the third round of this fight, and again, if I'm Randy Couture, I start to get a little bit oh goodness, one hell of an uppercut. That one, he's got Couture wobbled. But Rashad not trying to capitalize on Couture, who was literally just dazed. That was a golden opportunity he missed. Or, I mean, really, he failed to capitalize on. Couture trying to go for a takedown. Rashad stops it.
I mean, both of them, back and forth action. Both fighters trying to enforce their will. Neither one of them getting to do it, though, because as soon as one gets momentum, the other comes charging back.
Great stuff taken. Looks to be that the corner's finally giving Rashad the instruction to keep really focusing on blocking those takedowns. As soon as I give somebody a compliment, that happens. That's why I can't give people compliments. I'll never forget when we were doing, I think it was the welterweight tournament. I was like, man, we haven't had a first-round knockout all tournament. And then literally, as I say that, the guy gets knocked out in like the first 30 seconds. I'm like, wow, I just jinxed you really bad.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters.
This Couture now inside control.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Well, I mean, as it stands,
Beautiful ground strikes landing.
Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time.
He's not really doing much, and that's the thing. Is Couture, I think, is actually more gassed out than Rashad is, which is actually relatively surprising.
Under 2 minutes to go.
But I also feel like it's also a dangerous game to play being on the ground for so long, especially, you know, going into these championship rounds. That's a hard pace to keep up.
One of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Trying to pass guard here, nothing doing.
And Rashad trying to hold Randy to this like little area, which isn't bad.
You don't see it every day anymore, but if you're the dominant fighter, you've got to circle him off of the octagon.
What are they doing?
Side,
No, Randy's not letting you get back up, Rashad. He's not going to do it.
Changing the position.
And he's leaning on the cage. However, Randy, that's actually a really great opportunity. He couldn't do anything with it. But beautiful judo hip toss. However, Rashad getting right back up like that did nothing to me.
He's going to keep coming.
He's an amazing wrestler, and he embraces that grind of trying to get a takedown.
And one hell of a fight for the heavyweight title, man.
And him getting this one right now.
Are they hugging? What's happening here? Bernie, thanks so much for following. I do appreciate it. We're on the road to 2K, so I do appreciate the support, man. Thank you. And folks, for the third time tonight, we head to the fourth round. So far, no fight that we have had has went to the fifth round. Will this be the first fight to do so? That was a nice uppercut, rocking Randy Couture.
Maybe a little bit of overconfidence there, and he paid dearly.
Yeah, this is the main event. Normally, I feel like our main events don't last this long. So I'm actually relatively like surprised and happy this fight's gone on for this long. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. Thank you. Xbox. Ugh.
They're right back to the clinch. Way to control the posture of your opponent.
But again, I gotta think that both these guys realize that the gas tanks cannot handle 5 full rounds of freaking just going on the ground. They gotta stay here for a little bit, or not, because now we've got a guillotine in. Oh wow, Rashad got out of that with the utmost quickness. Ellis, he's in full mount, or really full guard. Now he's in half guard.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Well, sometimes our stat guys
good shots right to the side of the head.
Attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of
well, if this fight goes past and we have 2 minutes remaining, this would be the longest fight of the night. And this is the true Tito Ortiz method that had won Tito Ortiz the light heavyweight title back in UFC 4, and that's how he also was able to hold it for a whole month with over 12 title defenses. However, if Rashad can keep doing this, he's going to put Randy in a very bad spot. Randy Couture somehow surviving what I thought was going to be his absolute demise.
Yeah, I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
And somehow Randy is hanging in there, and Rashad pummeling him now. But folks, this is officially the longest fight of the pay-per-view. Nice. It happens to be the main event.
Evans is able to transition back to side control now.
And these two have absolutely pushed each other here tonight, but some of Randy Couture taking a beating. He's got cuts on near both eyes as well.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting.
I can imagine that both these guys are exhausted over this. They want to be the heavyweight champion of the world. This is what it takes.
Expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down.
Will we go on to the 5th round for the first time tonight? But now we're going to be, if you're Randy Couture, it's a very dangerous spot to be in. He's got to be careful. But he is rocking. Uh-oh, this is not where to be for Randy Couture. Not where we want to be at all. 10 seconds remain. Will we be going on to round number 5 for the first time tonight? And we are going on to the 5th and final round for the first time tonight. Mind you, folks, we have not needed the judge's decision at all tonight. Will this be a first? Round number 5, here we go. The main event for the heavyweight championship of the world will be decided either in this round or after it. Oh, good night, Jesus. Folks, we have a brand new heavyweight champion of the world, and his name is Rashad Evans, the new baddest man on the planet. Goodness. One more time. He hooked him, and that was it. The hook for the knockout in round number 5. One more time, folks. One more time. Boom. And just like that, the new heavyweight champion of the world. 7 new champions here tonight. That's honestly unbelievable to think about. By knockout. New. Congrats to the brand new heavyweight champion, Rashad Evans. Right, folks, I'm just updating this before we go on to actually crowning the fight of the night, knockout of the night. And we actually didn't have submission nights. We only got 2 awards to give. Hey, listen, we got to round 5 at least once. 11 championships, 7 new champions, 3 retained, and 1 crowned champion in a division that didn't have one. So yeah, what a night. Honestly, if I had to say, I feel like knockout of the night for me, oof, that's tough. You know what, knockout of the night for me, it's actually not Dominick, Reyes, and Rampage Jackson. I have to say that performance of the night, knockout-wise, absolutely goes to Michelle Waterson and Jonna Yo J Jack. However, for fight of the night, that's tough. You know, I'm going to say fight of the night for me was Chansung Jung and Alex Cáceres. I think that one, that fight right there was pretty solid. My brother's saying that Brock Lesnar isn't in UFC 5. He is. You may have to buy him, though. And on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like, hit the follow button. Next week we will have yet another UFC episode. I know it's Monday, so next week we'll have another one. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time, everybody. Peace out.